What's up, fellas? This is Trey. Welcome to this presentation. Today I got a question for you. Are you a king or are you a slave? All right. Obviously, when I say slave, we are not, thank God, we're not in those slavery days anymore. But we still have slaves on this planet. People who are slaves to their mind, mental slavery. People who are slaves to their emotions. And I was once a slave to my mind. I was once a slave to my emotions. But being a slave, it sucks. You suffer. You eat shit. You know, you're at effect. You're not at cause, you're at effect of your mind. Your mind moves you around like a puppet. Your emotions move you around like a puppet. It leads you to these stupid situations that you don't like. It leads you to conditions that don't serve you. But you have a choice. You have a choice to say, I am not a fucking slave. I'm a king. And what is a king? A king is a creator. He creates his kingdom. He creates his reality. He creates his condition in life. He takes control of his mind. He takes control and he says, I am not my mind, I'm not my emotions, I'm not my past, I'm not my limiting beliefs, I'm not the opinions of others. I am a creator. Right? I'm a spiritual being with the power to create, the power to manifest, the power to harness energy, the power to create in the metaphysical world and then transfer it to the physical world. The power to use my imagination. The power to say, I have no limits. There are no limits. Whatever is not here physically right now, I can create it with my will, with my intelligence, with my discipline, with my focus, with my masculinity, with my determination, my perseverance. See yourself as a king. Nobody thrones you. You throne yourself. You crown yourself. You tell yourself, I'm a king. I'm going to become a king. A king is on the inside. It's not on the outside. There's people who have all these great things and they end up committing. There's people who make a ton of money, get women, do this, do that, and then they end up committing suicide or they overdose on drugs. It's not the outside. It's about the inside, your internal experience of life. Getting control of your mind, getting control of your emotions, getting control of your thoughts and your feelings, right? And not being controlled by them. Because if you're being controlled by your emotions, you're being controlled by your feelings, being controlled by your thoughts, you are a slave, period. But you don't have to stay that way. You can make a decision. You know what? I'm no longer going to allow my emotions to control me. I'm no longer going to allow myself to be triggered by the opinions of others. I'm no longer going to seek validation externally. I'm going to crown myself. I'm going to sit on my throne and I'm going to start creating my kingdom. I'm going to start creating my empire. I'm going to handle my dating life. I'm going to make the money I want to make. I'm going to live the life I want to live. I'm going to figure it out no matter what, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And a lot of it, I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of it is discipline. This is a word that I didn't like, but I had to learn to like, and I've actually made it a part of me. I became a disciplined man. You need discipline to create your kingdom. You need discipline to handle your dating life. You need discipline to make the money you want. You need to be able to do what you said you were going to do no matter how you feel. Right? You need to embrace your masculinity. Your ability to create, your ability to express, your ability to penetrate the obstacles and barriers in your life that are trying to hold you back. Everyone has problems. Everyone has challenges. Everyone has obstacles. Everyone has barriers. But a true king says there is no obstacle, there's no challenge, there's no barrier that can stop me from creating and designing my kingdom. A slave just says, ah, man, I don't feel like it. Ah, man, I don't have enough money. I can't do it. Ah, I don't have this. Oh, I could never get a girl. Oh, this. A slave is just always making excuses, always complaining, always on some bullshit. That's why he's a slave, right? That's why he gets no respect. That's why he gets no love. That's why he gets no, no access to prestige. Because nobody wants to be around that. Nobody wants to be around a complainer, somebody who's on some bullshit, who always complaining, always making excuses, always feeling sorry for himself, talking about the past, blaming others. Right? I don't want to be around that. I want to be around kings and queens, people who hold themselves as royalty, people who respect themselves, people who said, I am not a slave to my mind and my emotions. I'm going to take control. I'm going to be the captain of this ship. And the sky is the limit. People who set goals and want to actually achieve some greatness in this life and don't want to settle. Those are my people. Those are the people I respect. Those are the people that I want to, do business with or be friends with or be family with. Those are people I want a part of my kingdom. I don't want any slaves in my kingdom. My kingdom has no slaves. So I'm telling you, to be a true king is to be a truly unapologetic masculine man. What does it mean to be a masculine man? I'll tell you right now what it means. It means to be assertive. It means to be goal-oriented. It means to be action-oriented. It means to pursue your purpose, to have a vision, to be able to focus and be disciplined, to create something that starts in your mind and make it a reality, to make your visions come to reality. And guess what? This is not an overnight thing. You don't build your kingdom overnight. You don't build your castle overnight. You build it over time by consistent actions every single day. And by refusing to let anything, anyone, nothing can stop you. Nobody. And it's not like it's gonna be easy, right? It's gonna be challenging, but you gotta be a man. A man seeks challenge. How do you know how manly someone is? By how able he is to handle life. By how strong he is when shit gets hard. How tough he is, how strong he is, how hard he is. Right? A man is not supposed to be soft. A man is not supposed to be weak. A man is not supposed to be complaining. Imagine a superhero. A superhero or a war general. Right? Or a captain of a ship complaining and bitching and moaning. Man, it's hard, man. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. What? You can't doubt yourself. You got to know that no matter what happens, you're going to do your best. My mindset, when I set a goal, it's either I'm going to achieve the goal or die trying. That's the mentality. You got to get creative. It's not going to be easy. Building a business, it's not like you start a business and, some investor comes and says, hey, here's $1 million to build your business. No, you got to build that shit from scratch. For me in my dating life, I was not a natural. I was not one of those guys that was just always getting girls. I had to bust my ass to understand women, to understand female nature, to understand social dynamics and attraction. And then actually go out and apply myself, because you can't just read books. You got to go out and apply this shit. So I had to go out and apply this shit. That means I had to go out and get rejected. I had to go out and make mistakes. But that's what it means to be a masculine man. That's what it means to put your masculine energy out there and express yourself and go and create and change your condition. That's what a king is. A king, he creates. He builds. A slave is shackled. He can't move. He's stuck. right? So he just says, you know what, fuck it, man, I give up. So that's the choice. You could be a slave, you could be a king. And I chose to be a king. Right? And I tell you right now, the one area that I struggled the most in was in my dating life. Right? And I turned my weakness, that was my communication and my ability to relate to women and connect with women was my weakness, right? If there was a weakness, it was my dating life. I turned my weakness into my strength. That's why I don't want to hear anybody's excuses. That's why I don't want to hear no bullshit, because I turned my weakness into a strength. That means you can do it too. So whatever your weakness is, whatever condition you're in, whatever shit's not going your way, you can make a transition. You can make a transformation. Okay? You can make this shit happen. And if you want support, if you want to work together, right? We can do that as well. Just reach out. And let's make this shit happen. Let's build our kingdoms. And let's sit on our throne as kings. Peace.